Albert Einstein once said, everybody's a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today on trial we have modern day schooling. Glad you could come. Not only does he make fish climb trees, but also makes them climb down and do a 10-mile run. Tell me, school, are you proud of the things you've done? Turning millions of people into robots, do you find that fun? Do you realize how many kids relate to that fish? Swimming upstream in class, never finding their gifts, thinking they are stupid, believing they are useless? Well, the time has come, no more excuses. I call school to the stand and accuse him of killing creativity, individuality, and being intellectually abusive. He's an ancient institution that has outlived his usage. So, Your Honor, this concludes my opening statement, and if I may present the evidence of my case, I will prove it.
Proceed.
Exhibit A. Here's a modern day phone. Recognize it? Here's a phone from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Stay with me. Here's a car from today, and here's a car from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Well, get this. Here's a classroom of today, and here's a class we used 150 years ago. Now, ain't that a shame? In literally more than a century, nothing has changed. Yet you claim to prepare students for the future? But with evidence like that, I must ask, do you prepare students for the future or the past? I did a background check on you and let the record show that you were made to train people to work in factories, which explains why you put students in straight rows, nice and neat, tell them sit still, raise your hand if you want to speak, give them a short break to eat, and for 8 hours a day, tell them what to think. Oh, and make them compete to get an A letter which determines product quality, hence grade A of meat. I get it. Back then, times were different. We all have a past. I myself am no Gandhi. But today, we don't need to make robot zombies. The world has progressed. And now we need people who think creatively, innovatively, critically, independently, with the ability to connect.
Yo, what up, Luole?
Yo.
You good?
Nah, bruh. I failed my Spanish test. Next time, I'm just gonna AI that test.
I look at the world and I see everything moving. Phones going from flip screens to computers in your pocket. Cars going from loud engines to silent machines that drive themselves. Streets glowing with screens like stars in the daytime.
Then I walk into school and it feels like it's frozen. Like someone paused it in time in a dusty hallway. Chalk and dust in the air. Voices repeating from years ago. Same desk, same test.
How is it that everything evolves except the place that's supposed to prepare us for the world that's evolving? Every device changes overnight. My teacher's lesson sounds like it's been the same for 10 years. We memorize, we forget, we repeat, but tell me where we understand.
And they call it learning, but all I see is students staring at a screen, AI writing faster than thoughts could form, not because we want to cheat.
A phone learns new systems every week. A car updates itself overnight. But school still teaches like nothing outside of the classroom ever changed. Like the world is standing still, waiting for us to catch up.
Textbook pages yellow like old memories. Lessons repeating the same steps in the same order. Like we're being trained to follow instructions exactly as given. Not really to question what could be built differently.
So where does that leave us? Students trained to pass, not understand. Trained to follow directions, not design them. Trained to complete tasks, not create new paths.
And when we don't understand something, we turn to shortcuts, not because it's easier, but the long way was never fully shown in the way that connects, because confusion becomes parts of process instead of clarity.
And they say we're the future, but the future is being taught from tools from the past? Like we're trying to build tomorrow with yesterday's instructions.
Bro, 13% of public high school students never graduated on time, yet they were told the system is working.
Maybe the answer isn't more tests, but classrooms built for understanding instead of memorization.
Let me ask you a question. If everything outside the school changes so fast, why does everything inside stay the same?
And if we're all passing the same exam, but living in completely different worlds,
Then what are we really being graded for?
and who is it actually for?